My wife has breast cancer and I want a divorce, but I'm afraid to tell her. I need to get this out fast or I won't get it out at all. We're both 34. We've been married 6 years. We have a son who just turned 3. He still sleeps with a stuffed dog she bought him at a gas station. I met her at a job I hated. She was the only person there who was nice to me. That's honestly the whole story of why I married her. She found the lump in March. She was in the shower and she called my name. And I remember being annoyed because I was in the middle of something. Mastectomy in April. Chemo started in June. Her hair went in about 10 days. It wasn't all at once like in the movies. It came out in thin pieces on her pillow and in the shower drain. She bought a gray beanie and now she wears it around the house even when it's 90 degrees out. She wears it to bed. I know how this is going to sound. She is the best person I know. That's not a line. She still packs my lunch on chemo days. She still asks about my work. When she gets sick in the bathroom, she says sorry through the door. She apologizes to me for being sick in her own house. And I look at her and there is nothing there. I tried. For about a month, I told myself it would come back. That it was the surgery, then the drugs, then the tired look she has now. I kept waiting to feel something and it kept not happening. We haven't touched each other since spring. She noticed. Of course she noticed. For a while, she'd put her hand on my back at night and wait. Then one night she stopped and she never started again. And I was relieved. That's the part I can't get around. Not that I stopped wanting her, that I was relieved when she quit trying. There was a night in June when she came out of the bathroom without the beanie on. I looked away. I didn't decide to do it. My head just turned on its own. She stood there a second, then went back in and shut the door. When she came out, she had it back on. In July, she asked me straight out. She said, "Are we okay?" I was looking at my phone. I said we were just tired. She said okay and went to bed. And I sat on the couch and didn't go after her. She has an appointment every 3 weeks. I went to the first 2. The third one I dropped her off and told her I had a call. I sat in the parking garage for 4 hours doing nothing. She came out and got in the car and said thank you for waiting. Our son thinks the hat is a game. He grabs at it and she laughs and holds it down with both hands. That's the only time I hear her laugh anymore. I started staying late at work for no reason. I'd sit in the lot until it got dark. I'd come home after he was already down, so it was just the TV and her on the couch and that beanie and me saying I already ate. I told myself I'd be doing her a favor, that she deserved somebody who actually wanted her. I said that in my head like it was a generous thing to think. Last Tuesday I called my brother. He got divorced 2 years ago and it went okay for him. I went out to the garage so she wouldn't hear me. I had a beer in my hand and I was leaning against my car. I asked what it cost him. I asked how custody worked. I asked if the judge held anything against him for leaving. Then I said the rest of it. I said I couldn't do 40 more years of this. I said I loved her, but I wasn't attracted to her anymore, and that's not something you can talk yourself into. I said she's never going to be the same person again, and I'm only 34. He went quiet. He asked if I was serious. I said I'd wait until chemo was done so I wouldn't be the guy who left his wife with cancer. He said I'd be that guy either way. Then he hung up on me. Wednesday she made dinner like nothing happened. Chicken and rice. She sat across from me while I ate and asked how my day went. Thursday she folded my laundry. All of it. She even matched my socks, which I've told her 100 times not to bother doing. Friday she asked me to sit down at the kitchen table. There was a folder on it. A plain one from the drugstore. The kind that comes in a 3-pack. It was all done. Signed. Notarized. Her sister witnessed it. She's keeping the house. Full custody. She wrote down a support number that's lower than what I'd actually owe. There was a page in there with our son's name on it and certain days highlighted for me. Wednesdays and every other weekend. She picked the days. She said her sister is moving into the guest room next week to help with treatment. She said it like she was telling me about a plumber coming. She didn't yell. She didn't cry. She sat there with her hands folded on the table like she was at work and her beanie was off. She has not taken it off in front of me since June. Not once. It was on the counter behind her, folded up. I asked her how long she'd been planning this. She said, since Tuesday. You left the garage door open. I was standing right behind your car the whole time.